My name is Aaliyah Freeman, and I am a salon and spa owner located at Divine Allure Salon and Spa. And I've been in business for about 1 year right now. And one thing that I want to share with you, with over 21 years of experience in the beauty industry, I want to share with you a little bit about some things that I encountered in the past as a previous salon owner. So, about 8 years ago, I was about 25 years old. I opened up a salon called Divine Allure Salon. And when I opened my salon, I was very excited, very passionate, and I executed this business, and I was super excited to do exactly what I know I was called to do. The number one thing that I did when I opened my salon was I hosted a team of stylists. I had educational classes, and I also faced a lot of obstacles. Now, while I was definitely the girl that had it going on in my business, one thing that I noticed was I kept facing so many obstacles. Now, within facing the obstacles of being a business owner, one thing that I realized was I took on a lot of stress, but did not know how to handle them properly. So, within so many times of facing obstacles and not doing the right thing that was needed to balance as a business owner, I noticed I went through a lot of burnt out and stressful moments. So, as I kept going, because in the business world, that's what they tell you, keep going, don't stop, don't let obstacles stop you. Due to the fact that I kept going, even though I was facing burnout, one of the things that it led me to do was after 4 years of being in business, I found myself having to close. Why? Because I reached a place of burnout. I reached a place, not the fact that I could no longer do hair, but it was just the fact that I was not mentally well. So I had to choose, either I was going to continue to try to build this business, or I was going to take a time of actual rest to focus on my mental health. When I did this, one thing that I recognized, that it was a very hard decision for me to close the doors of my salon due to me going through a lot of mental illness. When I closed my salon, the first thing I recognized was the battle did not stop there. Sometimes, as a person who love what they do, or just love to see yourself continuously grow, one thing I had to learn to do was to learn to rest. And in the midst of closing the doors of my salon 4 years, 4 years after being open, one thing that I recognized was burnout allowed me to run out of ideas. I no longer had the motivation to keep my business thriving. I no longer had the motivation to create or develop anything. I didn't even have the motivation to get up and show up to the very thing that I love. And I know a lot of times they say, follow your passion, that's where your purpose is. I've recognized that you can't really rely on the thing that the things that you are most passionate about, because one thing that I recognized was passion was an emotion. You can be very passionate about the thing that you love to do, that you know you're called to do, but that passion and that desire for it can change any day or any moment. And what happens is you can't focus on your passion, but you have to continue to show up knowing that it's your purpose. And so as I closed the doors of my salon, it was very heartbreaking, especially because I knew I created something to the community that was effective, something that was something that I created to the community, that was a place where people call home, that was a place where I saw stylists come together. It was a community within our community, and it was very hard and shameful for me to close the doors of my salon. And so one thing that I had to do was I had to go back and work into a salon, and I had lacked One thing that you do when you're an entrepreneur is you never think about, what if I have to make the decision to go back to the place that I had just left. And so within all of that, one thing God says is everything works together for your good. Working uh, in a salon, it allowed me to have the ability to focus on myself and focus on being whole mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I was able to grow as a person, as a like grow and develop into the leader that he was calling me to be. So one thing that I wanted to say about the closing of my salon is, in the moment that I was feeling shame of closing my business, God allowed it to work together for my good, where He allowed me to see and know and understand what were the practical steps so that I can be mentally well. And one thing that I know about the beauty industry is we have to continuously show up every single day to be that professional stylist, makeup artist, business owner, esthetician, or whatever it is that you do in the beauty industry. Clients are expecting you to show up and be exactly who you're supposed to be. But one thing that I recognize is, if you cannot show up for who you will not be able to serve well and show up for clients. And so shutting down my salon was the best opportunity that I could have taken so that I can be mentally well, so that I can serve well, not just for others, but for myself, so that I can be able to be mentally successful in everything that I'm doing. And so one thing that I wanted to share was I decided to create an ebook that can help salon professionals be mentally well so that you are able to see yourself stand and be able to be healthy, not just for others, but for you. It is important that you have a sound mind, that you know that God is with you no matter what challenges you face, and that you know how to take on stress that comes with your calling, with your purpose of serving in the beauty industry. I pray that my testimony have helped or enlightened you enough so that you can know exactly um, the practical steps so that you can actually be able to not have to close the doors of your business, but be able to take steps that'll help you be successful as a human being first, so that you can be well for others. So be sure to download this ebook. This ebook is going to give you 10 practical ways on how you can be mentally healthy. Be sure to download it and join us as we are um, as leaders in the beauty industry. We're going to come together and pray in the community so that we can be well, we can be whole, we can have a sound mind as individuals so that we can serve and love on our clients as they come in weekly. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon.